So the first thing that I want to talk to you about then is stance. When I say stance, ladies and gentlemen, what I mean is that it's really important to have beautiful posture in order to speak like a leader. When we're standing up then, stance needs to be nice and open, and it needs to avoid two things. The first thing it needs to avoid is being small. Okay? When we get nervous as a speaker, we oftentimes get into that fight or flight mode. And when we get into that nervous anxiety of fight or flight, we want to protect ourselves. And that might be hunching our shoulders, putting our hands together, crossing our arms, doing things to make ourselves and our body smaller. But I want you to buck that, and I want you to really work on opening up your posture. So what I'm going to ask you to do is, if you've finished your delicious chicken, take a moment, and I'd like you to stand up with me. Make sure you don't have any bags or things around your feet that might get in the way. And if and only if you're healthy, you don't have any injuries, I'm going to invite you on the count of 3 to jump into the air with me and land like you're catching a dodgeball. So channel back to elementary school. All right, make sure there's nothing at your feet. 1, 2, 3. Great, you caught the ball. Now put your hands at the sides and see where your feet are. It's a little wider than you probably would normally stand if you're giving a presentation standing up, right? This is that kind of open posture that you should have. So keep your feet nice and wide. Next, what I want you to do is to work on your posture in the upper part of your body. So I want you to roll your shoulders back and take your chest, and instead of having your chest here, I want you to just pull your chest up. So you can literally put your hand on your chest and feel it rise up, like you have a string, just pulling it up. Now feel like you have a string going from the top of your head to the ceiling, and keep that chin down. Okay. And then the last thing is, have your hands at the side in a neutral position. This is a neutral way to stand when you are having a conversation at the water cooler or if you are giving a formal presentation. So this is the basic element of stance. Great job. You may have a seat. In order to let you practice using that nice, low, rich voice, I'm going to let you do it in a group. So no one will be able to hear you individually. You can just try it out on your own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to really work on your posture sitting down in your chair. And to do that, I'd like you to sit towards the front of your chair with your back away from the rest, the back of your chair. So sit up nice and tall. I would like you, again, to work on having the shoulders back and bring the chest nice and tall. And keep the chin down, head high. And you can keep your hands on your lap or on the table in front of you, whatever is comfortable is fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give one tongue twister, and I would like everyone in the room to repeat it in a low, rich, exaggerated voice 3 times. So the first one is red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Blue leather, black leather. Blue leather, black leather. Blue leather, black leather. Blue leather, black leather. Now, I think you can be a little louder. So I'm going to challenge you to really get into that loud, rich tone and overemphasize every sound so it's almost silly the way that your face is moving. Dig a big pig. Dig a big pig. Dig a big pig. Dig a big pig. Nice. Sushi chef. Sushi chef. Sushi chef. Sushi chef. Unique, New York. Unique, New York. Unique, New York. Unique, New York. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Great job. That was beautiful. So I congratulate you all for having a nice, loud, rich sound. Those are tongue twisters that you can do before an important meeting or presentation. Your voice is just like any other muscle in your body. You need to warm it up before you try to use it strenuously. And when you're trying to speak loudly, that's a strenuous use of your voice. If any of you are runners and you go out to do a 5K or a 10K, surely you wouldn't go up to the starting line without doing a little bit of stretching and maybe a little bit of jogging to warm up your muscles, especially on a cold day. Similarly, as a speaker, you don't want to drink a bunch of ice water and walk up to the lectern cold. You want to stick with room temperature water. You want to avoid caffeinated beverages, which can stress your vocal cords. You want to avoid dairy, which can coat your vocal cords. You want to drink room temperature water, do some vocal warm-ups, and come up with a lectern with a voice that's warmed up and ready to be low, rich, loud, slow, and clear. So use those vocal warm-up exercises.